पूजामूलं गुरोः पदं मन्त्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरोः कृपा। ॐ कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। व्यासदेव भगवान की जय। कृष्ण भगवान की जय। गीता माता की जय। Today we have not much complications, just the starting of the battle. Yesterday we saw all the two sides army, they were ready. Anye cha bahavah suramadarte tyakta jivita nana shastra praharana sarve yuddha visarada. Duryodhan going to Dronacharya. Dronacharya was not the, you see, commander-in-chief for the first time. He was not, but he was the guru, so he was a great warrior. So Duryodhana went to him and is telling to manage everything, because he is the teacher, he is the everything for Kauravas. And that first day, our Bhishmaji was the chief of commander. So Yudhishthira went to Dronacharya first, and he explained everything to him, and he was giving the duties to the others, including Dronacharya, to protect Bhishma from all sides, because he is the chief. That's why he had to explain everything to Dronacharya and showed everything, both the sides, who are all gathered there for the battle and ready to give up their lives for the sake of Duryodhan, willingly or unwillingly, that is different, but they are supporting Duryodhan. And he is telling our Dronacharya, see, अन्ये च बहवः सूरामदर्थे त्यक्तजीविताः नाना शस्त्र प्रहरणा सर्वे युद्ध विशारदा. We have so many others, great warriors, have come here, gathered here to give their lives for my sake. And we have got great warriors, no doubt in it. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhisma virakshitam paryaptam tuidame tesam balam bhima virakshitam. Both the sides he showed to Dronacharya, and then he is giving his own comment, own opinion on the warriors of both the sides. How are they comparatively? Comparably, who is greater and who is smaller when we compare both the sides. Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam bhismabhirakshitam paryaptam tvidamete balam bhimabhirakshitam. He says, this paryaptam, this word is a very complicated word. Sometimes the Sanskrit words, they are very difficult to be explained. It has manifold meanings. So whatever meaning suits to the explainer, he will take that meaning. So in the meaning, there is difference in opinion. They fight, they argue. No, this is not the meaning, this is the true meaning. So here also paryaptam, aparyaptam. This word is very, very complicated word. It has got both meanings together. Paryaptam, pari is suffix. परी ये अव्यय शब्द है, अव्यय प्रपरा उपसमनी आदि उत परी ये सब अव्यय पद होता है. इसको क्या कहते हैं व्याकरण में? 26 है ये. इसको है क्या? नहीं, वर्णमाला ये नहीं. अच्छा, इसको शब्द के पीछे लगाने से शब्द का अर्थ बदल जाता है. जैसे सम, उपसम. सम मीन्स बैलेंस, उपसम मीन्स टू completely eradicate it, to disappear it. उपसम, रोग का उपसम हो गया, the disease is cured. But sama means balance. So in this way, the meaning of the original word gets different meaning by applying all these prefixes. So this paryaptam, apta means satisfaction. Apti, apti means having satisfaction. Apta bachan बोलते हैं. Apta bachan means the words of the people who are totally satisfied, who have attained the completeness or perfection. They are called aptas. Those who have no desire at all, nothing to get any more, they are complete by themselves. So that is called apta. And paryapta, paryaptam, pari means just as parisodh. Sodh means to investigate, to do research. And parisodh means to clarify. Parisodh. Parisodh means to take revenge also. So in different meanings it is applied. So paryapta has two meanings. One is enough, other is not enough. Just opposite. Paryapta, enough, enough. When we serve the food in the Bhandara, then if you say in Sanskrit, Paryaptam, 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 enough, enough, Yatheshtam, Paryaptam, enough, enough, no more. Paryapta means it has its climax, no more is required. Paryaptam or Paryaptam, Paryaptam means also the other meaning is not enough. Paryaptam, it is less, less. Both way it means. So, paryaptam tu idam etesam, paryaptam tu etesam, balam bhimabhirakshitam. You see, our battalion in both way, it is enough, we are greater than them. It is enough, but the army protected by Bhima is not enough for us. We can easily win over them. This is to encourage. And on the other way, if you discourage a little and give the real state of the enemies to our warriors, they will find out some greater way, some way to fight efficiently. So what happens? Both the meaning is applicable here in two senses. One sense to encourage, the other sense not to discourage but to be careful. So in this sense, both way it can mean. So one meaning is our armies are quite sufficient and enough and better than their army. The other sense is their army looks better than us, so be careful. And in this meaning also, further he requests, go and protect the chief. Chief is Bhishma. Bhishma, the eldest of all and grandfather of all. He was the army chief for the first time. So, in two sense he will be protected. One sense, because he is the chief, so you have to protect him and obey his order. And other sense, because our army is not enough, so you have to protect him. Both ways. So he says, this army of ours, marshaled by Bhishma, is insufficient, whereas that army of theirs, marshaled by Bhima, is sufficient. Sufficient also in two meanings. Enough means it is for us to win, it is enough means it is quite incapable. In that sense also you can mean, he is too well, yesterday's child, it is enough for me, I shall look it. In this sense also we talk, isn't it? A child, what can he do? For me, he is enough. Enough means I will win over. Both sense. This is the beauty of Sanskrit language. So, our army is not sufficient, whereas their army is sufficient. And this is how, for this reason, you have to go and protect Bhishma, our chief. The commentary is given by this book, our Gurudev's commentary on it. It is exact to the point. Gurudev never gives unnecessary explanations. So I have chosen this for our discussions. And his commentary says, the verse is differently interpreted by different commentators. What I told you now. Sridhar Swami takes the word aparyaptam to mean insufficient. Anand Giri takes it to be mean unlimited. Sufficient and limited. Insufficient and unlimited. It has also different meanings. Sufficient means both way, and limited and unlimited means also both way. So whatever meaning you can take. So Bhishma should be protected in both these meanings, and Duryodhana requests once on the other word, he wants the guru, teacher, Drona, so that everybody will obey Drona and be ready for fight. Ayanesu cha sarvesu yatha bhagam avastitaha bhishmameva bhirakchantu bhavantah sarva evahi. So, therefore, do all stationed in our respective positions in the several divisions of the army and protect Bhishma alone. Surround Bhishma and protect him. The chief always remains in the middle, and of course he cannot hide himself, but he has to fight in the last. And then if the chief is defeated, then the king comes. King comes in the end. This is our old style of battle. So you go and protect our chief of the marshal, Bhishma. Tasya sanjanayan harsam kuru vriddha pitamaha singhanadam vinudacchehi sankham dadmau pratapavan. So now time has come, and the battle starts by a sound. Of course, nowadays also we play drums and other, what is that called? Beagles and other things, to give some momentum and to rhythm to the armies. And at that time also, this was the tradition. So they had to blow the conch first. And in our puja also, everywhere, conch is the first sound you have to start with. So when Duryodhana went and approached Dronacharya, seeing this, Bhishma was ready and blew the conch to please the king Duryodhana. Tasya sanjayana harsam kuru vriddha pitamaha, the grandfather, Kuru he was the eldest of all these Kuru dynasty. Pandavas also are included in that family. They are families only. Singhanadam Vinod Chehi. He roared like a lion and he started blowing the great conch. His glorious grandfather, Bhishma, the oldest of the Kauravas, in order to cheer Duryodhan, now roared like a lion and blew his conch. The moment he started blowing his conch, others also started to support him, both the sides. Tataha sankhascha bhairiyascha padmanaka gomukha sahasivabhya hanyanta sasabdastu mulo bhavat. And then afterwards, all the great warriors, they had also their own conch. So they started blowing their all the conch and not only conch, very various kettle drum, very, and Panavanaka, the talbors, and Gomukha, drums, and cow horn. All these type of these they use for making some sound which produces some courage in your blood. You will be ready to do something. Sahasivabhya hanyanta sasabdastu mulo bhavat. Then, following Bhishma, conches and drums and tabors, drums and cow horns blared forth quite suddenly from the Kaurava side, and the sound was tremendous, reaching the sky. It was vibrating the place. Tataha, in this Kaurav side, in Duryodhan side, it was ready. They were ready. Tataha sweteir hair yukte mahati chandane sthito madhava pandavasyeva divyau sankmau pradadmatuhu. Then also Madhav, the husband of mother, literally. So he is father of all the universe. Madhav, Krishna's name. And that is also name for Vishnu, Madhava. Ma means the supreme power. Lakshmi is known as Ma, the mother, and Madhav is Lord Vishnu. So Krishna also is known as Madhav. And the son of Pandu, Arjuna, seated in their magnificent chariot, yoked with white horses. Arjuna always uses white horses, 4 horses in his chariot. blew their conches. They also started. Krishna also blew his conch. Krishna's conch was Panchajanyam. Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Dadmau Mahasankam Bhima Karma Bhikodara. Every conch has a name because they are special conches. So Krishna has had the conch named Panchajanya. There is an interesting story behind the conch. Lord Vishnu killed some demon who was hiding himself in the ocean inside the conch. So conch we get from seashore, all these conches, and the fishermen, they go to fishing in the seas, and they get all these when putting their nets. They get these conches in Jagannath Puri, in Rameswar, seaside. You get all these conches. So they are snails, bigger snails, and they are living bodies. And when they die, their flesh and everything is taken out, and the conch is made emptied, so it is to blow. And they do some little work on it. So Panchajanya was the name of that demon whom Lord Vishnu killed and got that cell, overlapping cell, and he used it for good auspicious works. Panchajanya, Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya, the winner of all the wealth. Dhananjaya was one name of Arjuna, and he blew the conch Devadatta. Poundram, Bhima had a big conch because he was a mighty fellow. He can blow very strongly. His conch named as Poundram. Dadmau Mahasankham Bhima Karma Brikodara. Bhima was known to, he was famous. He can do something extraordinary. Whatever he does, it is not common thing. He does something uncommon. So Bhima Karma, who can do everything dangerous. Bhima Karma, Bhayankar. And Brikodar, his name was Brikodar because he was able to eat anything and everything. He was a little greedy fellow. He used to eat always, and he was able to digest everything. So Brika means, of course, it is known as wolf. Wolf can eat anything and digest, but otherwise it is also a name of digesting fire. A type of digesting fire, we name it, kya? What is the name of our digesting fire? Enzymes, but Sanskrit we have the name. Are Pranap Anusama Pranap Anusama Are Yar Jatharagni, and it has got another meaning also. The name of a particular fire which is which consumes all the foods. So a name of that digesting fire is known as Brika. So it was there in Bhim's stomach, so he could eat anything and digest it. Brikodaraha. Panchajanyam Rishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Poundram Dadmo Mahasankham Himakarma Brikodaraha. Brikodara is the name of Bhim, the second of the Pandavas. Ananda Vijayam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, the eldest, he was the king of this side. Duryodhana was the king of the other side. Ananta Vijayam Kunti Putra Yudhishthira. Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti, he blew the conch named Ananta Vijayam. Nakulaha Sahadevascha Sughosa Manipuspako. Manipushpak and Sughos, two Sankhas were blown by Nakul and Sahadev, and Yudhishthira blew the conch named Ananta Vijayam. Kasyascha Parameswasa Sikhandi cha Maharatha Drishtadimno Viratascha Satyakischa Parajitaha. The king of Kashi, an excellent archer, Sikhandi, the mighty car warrior, Drishtadimna, and Virata and Satyaki, the unconquered. He was undefeated. All of them started blowing their conches, and that means they are giving their consent. We are ready, come on, getting ready. Drupado Draupadeyascha Sarvasaha Prithivipate Saubhadrascha Mahabahu Sankhan Dadmuhu Prithak Prithak. Different kinds of different named conches, all of these great warriors started blowing. Drupado Draupadeyascha Sarvasaha Prithivipate, all those kings were assembled there. They started blowing their different conches. Saubhadrascha Mahavahu Sankhan Dadmuhu Prithak Prithak. Drupada and the sons of Draupadi, O Lord of the earth, and the son of Subhadra, the mighty arm, blew their conches separately. Who is telling all this? To whom? Sanjay, the minister, having the video, audio, everything, being able to know everything, giving all the informations, visible information to the blind king Dhritarashtra. He said in this year, O Lord of the earth means, O king. Sanjay says, in this way, everybody got ready by blowing their conches. Saghosadhartarashtanam hridayani vedarayat navascha prithivim jayava tumulo vyanunadayan. That sound, that tremendous sound, it just vibrated the earth and the sky everywhere, and making both the heaven and the earth resound. So much sound was produced. Atha vyavasthitan drishtva dhartarashtrana kapidhaja. And that sound also terrified the Kauravas. The heroes will be encouraged and the timids will be discouraged. And who is timid, who is hero? One who is fighting for right, he is hero. And who is fighting for bad cause, negative cause, he will be timid. He will not have so much courage to go forward, and so I shall see. The thieves always have their fear behind. They may show a courageous face, but behind they are afraid. Similarly, this Kauravas, they were threatened by that sound. Atha vyavasthitan rishtva dhartarashtrana kapidhaja pravrutte sastra sampate dhanurudyama pandavaha. Rishikesam tada vakyam idamaha mahipate. Then, seeing the people of Dhritarashtra's party standing arrayed and the discharge of weapons about to begin the fight, Arjuna, the son of Pandu, he is a great warrior, though Bhimsan was the chief, but Arjuna have to play the greater part. Bhimsana also is a mighty fellow. So Arjuna, the son of Pandu, whose ensign was a monkey symbol, symbol of everybody will have some symbols. We have our Tiranga. So every flag, everybody will have some flag, their symbols in the flag. China has dragon and we have our three-colored flag, and every country has their own symbols in the flag. So Arjuna had the symbol. Our Hanuman is always present with our Arjuna. There is a story also. Arjuna had gone to Hanuman for help, but Hanuman said, in this age, I am not supposed to play some drama. No, my time is over. I had the role at the time of Lord Rama. Now you have to play the drama. So, so of course I shall help you mentally, and I will be always present with you in your flag. I will protect your chariot. Yes, yes. So in this way, Arjuna's flag was symbolized with the picture of Hanuman. Hanumanji promised he will be always present there to protect his chariot. So his symbol of the flag is Kapidhwaj. It is said Kapidhwaj, symbolized by Kapi, the monkey. And in our custom, we always put Hanuman in the some auspicious work, some you see, karma kand is everywhere. You have to put a flag first, and that flag is of Hanuman. He will be in the beginning and he will protect everything in subtle form. He is worshipped first. And then Ganesh, of course. The monkey and the elephant. They are our ancestors. Don't think you have come from sky all of a sudden. So in this way, Kapidhwaja. Now, seeing all this, seeing everybody is ready for fight, Arjuna asks the driver of the chariot, Partha Sarathi, Lord Krishna. Krishna promised not to fight, because if he fights, then of course in 1 minute everything will be over. So he gave a words to the other parties, Bhishma, Drona and Duryodhana, etc. Never mind, I will not fight. It has got a story also. Arjuna and Duryodhana both went to Lord Krishna because he has a relationship with the family. So both the parties are brothers only. So both the party has the right to ask for help. Duryodhana and Arjuna both went to get help from Lord Krishna. At that time, Krishna of course knew everything. He has to play the drama. So he was sleeping. He was in the bed. It was daytime. Just after food, everybody gets little rest. And he was lying down in the bed with closed eyes. Whether he was sleeping or doing something, nobody knows. But at that time, both the persons reached. First of all, our Duryodhana came, and he, because of his ego, he sat at the head side. And Arjuna came later on, and because of his devotion and love for Lord Krishna, he sat at the feet. And when Krishna woke up, he saw Arjuna first, not Duryodhana. So he asked Arjuna, how have you come? Are you well? What can I do for you? So when Arjuna starts speaking something, Duryodhana says, I am here also. At your back. So Lord Krishna has to turn back and see, oh, Duryodhana, you had also come. Yes, come on, what can I do to you all? Both of us have come for help. Okay, I will divide my power into 2 halves and choose whatever you like, take the half. Out of two halves, one will get one half, other the other half. So first chance will be given to Arjuna because he is younger and I saw him first. So he has to choose first. Okay, how you are dividing your power? Now I have got my army, Narayana Sena. I have got my army, very powerful army, unconquered, never defeated. All the army is one side and I am alone one side. So choose any part. Arjuna said, I don't want any armies. I like your own self. So if you are with me, it is enough. So Duryodhana laughed, foolish boy. What will he do all alone? Huh? All the farmer, okay, I am satisfied with the whole army, Narayana Sena. I will take this. Both were satisfied. And then, of course, when Bhishma and Drona, etc. knew, oh, Arjuna was clever. When Krishna is at their side, so he is all alone is enough. This foolish boy, he has to choose only army, what can they do? So they approached Lord Krishna. If you fight, then the battle will be one-sided. So it is not agreed. You have to do something. Both the armies should be equal, then only there is possibility of battle. So Lord Krishna said, okay, I will not fight. Are you satisfied now? Yes. And Lord Krishna took an oath, I am not going to touch any of the weapons. I am not going to touch any weapon. So Bhishma, seeing this, because he was a great devotee of Lord, he was a very wise man, he knows everything, past, present, future, everything he knew. And he also took a vow, Lord, I shall see, I shall make you touch weapon. Let us see in the battlefield. They have challenged each other. And Bhishma, of course, won the game. It will come afterwards. We shall see the story, interesting story. To keep up the words of devotees, how Lord breaks his words. So now Arjuna goes to, means he was the driver, he was driving the chariot of Arjuna, he was not fighting, and they were sitting in one chariot. So Arjuna tried to explain to Lord Krishna, okay, Lord, I want to see both the sides together so that I will be ready to fight, and with whom I must know who are gathered here. Tomorrow we shall see this. Hari Om. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishate ओम शांति शांति शांति। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। कृष्ण भगवान की जय। गीता माता की जय।